So this poem is called Hanging the Moon, and I wrote it about the demise of a close friendship. The other person, called Wes in the poem, wants more from the friendship than the speaker can give. And though he promises otherwise, she knows that he will abandon the friendship altogether if he doesn't get that. And the title and setting are a bit of a play on the idiom, looking at someone like they hung the moon. And he looks at her this way, and she's trying to live up to it, but she can't fully because she isn't able to give him what he ultimately wants, which is a relationship. And so she's carrying the burden of his repeatedly expressed affections for her, and he's really letting her carry that by continuing to cross boundaries with her. And ultimately, it's a burden that he's going to leave her with by ending the friendship, because the friendship for him doesn't exist without the end goal of something else. And for her, it does. And so the poem aims to capture the kind of everyday cruelty of this experience, how one person can deeply hurt another, sometimes without even realizing it, in the interest of self-preservation. So when two people have conflicting needs, whether it's in a friendship or any other type of relationship, there's not always a way to reconcile that without a lot of damage. And that's really what this poem is about. So this is Hanging the Moon. I perched on the top step of the ladder, toes folded over the edge, and asked Wes to try not to look up my jumper. There was a sound I interpreted as agreement, so I stretched myself higher still, adjusting the glowing orb between my hands. A little to the left, he instructed, so the moon and I shifted. No, wait, the right side. Move it a little higher. There, perfect. I leaned back to get a view. Teetering on my heels, I felt the presence of his hands behind me, ready to absorb my weight, though I'd never come down. It's still crooked, Wes. I guess I was assessing the position of other things. My best friend thought he was clever. My best friend who thought he could be my best friend. Eyes on the scattered stars at his feet, I said, "Are you still going to spot me when you don't want to fuck me anymore?" "Of course I will." He laughed, and it wounded me, the ease of that untruth, a slug that ricocheted off all our tiny half-built galaxies and into my open mouth.